Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on Farming Simulator 25. So last episode we got this wheat field harvested. That also needs to be baled with straw, but today we're going to make a start first of all on the oat harvest. Although actually I probably will get the helpers to do this because it's going to be quite a big job this. I don't really want to spend the entire episode going up and down in this one field doing the oat harvesting. So what we're going to do is start the helper, hopefully. If it'll let me. Let's see. There we go. That'll work now. No, it's not started. Oh, I know why. We need to go on to AI helper. Yep, forgot about that. Okay, now we'll start the helper. There we go. So that's going to do its thing now. It's going to harvest the oat field for me. I will need to bring the trailer back down though, because it's not going to hold everything in the tank of the combine. We'll definitely need to unload at some point, even though it is a 20,000 litre tank or something. It's pretty big, but yeah, it does need to be unloaded at some point, so we're going to take the trailer down to that field so that we can get that unloaded when it needs to be. And of course the oat field will also have straw to bale as well, so we're going to have quite a lot of baling to do today. Just wondering whether we should actually get a square baler, because doing round bales, it can be a bit slow. It might be helpful to have a square baler. I suppose potentially we could even sell our baler and the wrapper and get a square baler and a different wrapper in the future, because we have been doing round bales for quite a long time and we are getting to the stage where we probably, with the amount of land that we've got, would be a lot quicker to do square bales rather than round. So I might do that today. We'll have a look at balers in a second and see what we can get. And obviously we'll get some money back for the old one if we do decide to sell it. Might as well unload the combine as it comes along here, assuming it's going to do the headland first. I think it is doing. Looks like it is doing, so yeah, that's fine. I'll just wait for it to sort itself out. This is the main sort of criticism of the new helper. It is better than the old helper overall, but it does spend a lot of time messing around on the corners. I understand why. It's so that it doesn't go out of the field boundaries, so that if you were on a different map it wouldn't crash into the trees and stuff around the edge of the field. So for that it is good, but it does make it a bit slower when you sit and watch it turning around and manoeuvring on each corner. But not a major problem. Right, so we'll just hopefully get this unloaded. Oh yeah, there's a bit of a problem. I noticed this the other day as well. I don't know whether it's a problem with the trailer, it probably is, but it doesn't always find the unloading point on the trailer. It doesn't just work all over the trailer. Just putting the auger away again, I don't know why. Get some of it unloaded anyway, that'll be good. There's not much in there anyway, it's actually fairly empty, this combine. I think that is empty actually. So yeah, we'll leave that there. Right, okay, so let's have a look at balers then. There isn't one in the sale. We've already got that, typical. Is that bigger? Which one's bigger? That's got a 7, that's a 10. Yeah, the one we've got is bigger. Right, okay. Let's look at balers then. Where will they be? Square balers, there we go. So these are going to be quite expensive, I would imagine. But we do have 262,000 in the bank, so we're okay. We can afford one. I do like these. I know we recently bought a new rake, but this would eliminate having to have the rake, so we could sell that. I do always say that these are good balers. They're certainly time savers, that's for sure, especially when you're on grass, not so much when you're on straw. Don't know whether you'd be able to get 2 swaths into one with that or not, but these are all very similar spec. I don't know why the prices are different, because they're all... I suppose that one might be slightly different. But yeah, we'll just go with the cheap one, I think. If we do buy one of them. I think we will. Because it's not that much more than this one, which is without the extra sort of windrower on it. So let's go with it, I think. I just think they look a bit ridiculous, kind of. Having this on the front, it looks a bit crazy, but they are very efficient, and I do like that. So, right, twine, solid twine or empty. Yeah, we'll have the twine. Yeah, we don't need work lights, I don't think. No, we won't bother with those. Windrow model. You can get. Is it different working widths? Oh yeah, that makes, oh my goodness, wow. Okay, we won't bother with that. We'll just go with the standard. I think that's wide enough. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that looks good. So 194,960 in total. So that's, well, it's just under 200,000. It will leave us with some money. At least we've already bought the important things that we need, like the sugar mill and the corn header. So that's why I did that, so we know how much money we've got to play with afterwards. So yeah, let's purchase that. And we can sell the old baler and the old wrapper probably, and the old rake actually as well. We can get quite a lot of equipment sold today, because we won't need it anymore now that we've got that. Although actually, the mower makes its own windrow as well, so yeah, we won't need the rake. We won't need the rake. We'll sell the rake definitely. That'll be worth the most out of all the equipment that we can sell. Obviously, the baler and the wrapper will be worth less than this, I would have thought anyway. So we'll start by selling the windrower, and well, I'll sell everything. I think I'll just sell it. Well, I'll sell the baler now as well. We'll get this sold, then we'll come back, get the baler, sell that. We won't sell the wrapper yet because we haven't. Well, we need the telehandlers to do that, and I want to get on with the baling. So yeah, I'll just focus on selling these two first of all, and then get on with the baling. So I'm going to do that now. So as you can see, we've made a start on the baling. It isn't quite wide enough to reach both of the swaths from the combine, though unfortunately if I'd gone for the more expensive one I could have reached it, but then really it's not going to make that much difference. It's still quicker than using a round baler because you have to keep stopping all the time. With the round baler, obviously every time you get a full bale you have to stop and unload and then continue again. So with this you can just continually drive and you don't have to keep stopping. And the main time saving on this will actually be on the hay and the silage. Well, I suppose not the silage because the mower actually creates its own swath, but certainly with the hay, after it's been tedded, you can go over it with this in one pass and bale it, rather than having to go over it with a windrower first. The rake, sorry. Well, both, the same thing. Windrower rake. So yeah, it is going to be a good time saving, definitely having this. So yeah, I'm really pleased with it. So I'm going to continue doing this baling of the straw in this field, and then obviously go to the other field as well that we did in the previous episode, and I'll speak to you in a bit. So there we go, that is the 2 fields of straw baled. That's really good. We've got that done in pretty good time really, I think it took about 14-15 minutes in real time to do that for both fields. So not too bad at all really. I think it would have been a lot longer than that if we'd done it with the old baler. Just what's going on now though? Now that's not so good. It seems to have fallen through the floor. Does it not have a stand to stand on? That's weird. Why is it not dropping properly? There we go, that's better. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the... it's got like a hydraulic stand that comes down, which I don't think... either it went through the floor or it didn't deploy properly. I'm not sure what exactly happened there. But anyway, we're done. So, next we need to move the bales, because we'll have to get those 2 fields drilled with canola, I think. That'll be the crops going to those 2 fields, so, or at least one of them anyway. So we'll pick up the trailer. This is the point where a lot of you will be saying, well, you should get an auto stacker. Yes, it would be quicker, but I don't mind doing bales manually, as long as there's not too many. I don't think there's going to be that many to move. I think we should be able to do it in a reasonable amount of time. Yeah, it's always quicker to use an auto stacker, more or less. It's always quicker, but I'm one of these people that quite enjoys stacking bales with a telehandler. Really, it's quite enjoyable most of the time. There have been occasions, if you've been watching long enough, where I've been a bit frustrated with it. Sometimes it doesn't always go to plan, but generally I quite enjoy it. So we're going to have a go with it. First time I've done manually stacking of square bales, I think, this series. Apart from, well, there's a few. We did a few hay bales, didn't we? But yeah, this is the first straw bales anyway that we've done. So yeah, we're going to get that done now. I'll start with the bigger field probably, because that's the one closest to where the telehandler currently is. It's over by the dairy, so we'll go and get it from there and start clearing the bales out of this field. There's not that many. I don't know how many exactly there are. I haven't counted them, and I don't know whether there was a counter on the baler or not, but there's not too many really. It shouldn't take too long to move them. So we'll park the trailer somewhere in the middle of the field so that it's not too far to carry all the bales. They are quite well spread out though. And yeah, we'll turn that off. Oh, also, actually before we do that, let's just get the combine sorted out, because the combine actually is still full of grain, oats, so we better just finish off this before we move on to the next job. So these will be going to the farm silo. We don't own a grain mill, so they'll be just sold as oats, I think, in the winter. Not the highest yielding crop or highest profitable crop in the world, but it's alright. Just a bit of extra money really, and we double the money from the straw as well, so that's good. Anyway, I'll wait for this to finish unloading. We'll take this back up to the yard and then we'll get on with moving the bales. So that's all the bales cleared out of the first field. That's the bigger of the two fields by a long way, but that's completely filled the trailer. So yeah, these ones I'm not sure what we're going to do with. I'd like to keep them on the trailer ideally until we sell them in the autumn or the winter. So what I might do is just stack these ones at the side of the field for now in a stack, a neat stack, just out the way somewhere hopefully, and then we can collect them as well in the winter when we come to sell the straw, because we don't need all of this. Some of it actually could go to the cow farm over there, the Water Buffalo, for the TMR mix, but we certainly won't need all of it, because we just don't get through that much straw really, so the rest of it, whatever we don't use, will have to just be stacked up for now and then sold when the price of the straw is at its best. So yeah, the plan is to keep that other stuff on the trailer for now and just park that up somewhere, and then we'll obviously sell that when the price improves. The difficulty is finding somewhere suitable to stack this where I'm not going to forget about it, but also where it's not in the way. Just wondering where the best place might be. We don't tend to use all of this area, so I think we should be okay. We clear the bales fairly regularly, fairly regularly from this area. And if they're stacked up against this wall, they're not actually going to be in the way of the spawn area for the pallets. So we might just put a few there, I think. Or they could go up where the other bales are up there on the grass field. I'm not sure where the best place is. I think we'll just put them here for now though. And yeah, we'll get them moved. They won't be there for long. We'll get them moved in the winter. I think it's December, December time I think that we'll move them. So I'll just get on with moving these now and then take the rest on the trailer back up to the yard. These are the two fields that we've just been working in, number 1 and number 6. 6 needs some lime, so we're not going to drill that one today, but we will make a start on drilling number 1, because that one looks like it's all ready for a new crop. So just hitched up to the drill with the JCB, and we're going to head down to that field now with the seeder on, and we're going to make a start with drilling canola. So I'll get on with that now. We probably won't get the whole field done now. We'll probably take a break and then come back to it in the next episode, but I will make a start, so that we've at least got some of the crop in that was close. Nearly didn't stop in time there. Right, yeah, let's head down to that field again now and we'll start drilling it with canola. Okay, so I reckon I've done about half the field there, maybe a bit more. Just gone alternative lanes so that we don't have to turn as sharply on each end of the row. It's just easier to turn a bit less steep, like I've been doing there. So I think we'll probably leave it for today, and then obviously come back to this next time and finish off this drilling, and then get the other field drilled as well. And that one also needs to be spread with some lime as well, so that's why I've started with this field first. Anyway, yeah, so I think that's a good place to leave it, and yeah, like I say, we'll finish this off next time. So I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.